Right, so we're having a day of revisiting sites just to see what sort of 12 months on they look like, and we're currently just at the abandoned family home what had the DAF in the garage. So let's have a look what's going on. As you can see, the roof's gone, so it's getting wet. It's only a matter of time. Right, so same as the rest of from today. I've already done a video on this one, so if you haven't seen it, go back and have a look, or if you want to reference what's changed, then you can do the same, because I will. Like, if you remember, last time I actually went inside, I climbed in and went in there. You can't really see much because I got to about there and then my GoPro went, so I just did the rest on my phone. I won't bother this time. I didn't like it in there last time anyway. It's horrible, it stinks, and it's just not nice, so I won't bother this time, because inside not much is going to change. The reason why we've revisited this one today is because, one, we've been to a couple of other sites and they're only down the road from this, so we thought we might as well pop by, and two, because I like to see what's, like, I've just noticed something here. I like to see what has changed. Now, this has changed. It's right, bear with it, I'm just making sure it's safe. Because I was gonna say, oh, is that gonna fall on me? I was gonna say, look, obviously somebody smashed this window, because this window wasn't smashed last time. But they, by the look of that, they would have had to smash this from the inside out. If they threw something into that, it would have gone in. So actually, for once, I don't think this has been vandaled, because I'm not being funny. You'd be mad to be in there smashing stuff. You know, look at that pane of glass there, look. See that pane of glass there? It's literally slidden. I'm being so careful because this is so dangerous. It's literally slidden out the windows. So what I think's actually happened here, there's been more movement and collapsing from, you can see the upstairs up, from here, which has caused something to maybe swing round and smash through. So this is perfect evidence that the piano is still there. Look, seats are still in. Old Hoover there. This is perfect evidence that, you know, these places are just a time bomb, and they are just falling down bit by bit. Obviously, when nature takes over as well, it speeds the process up. It gets in gullies and it gets in the brick and sort of pans it all out and sort of breaks through. But for once, there's another door there, look. It's a crazy property, this. Now, the chapel, there was a chapel at the end of the grounds there, if you remember from last time. But I won't bother going to it. Yeah, so at least that isn't vandals. Still not good, but at least it looks like. I'd like to try and work it out. I kind of like to try and work what's caused it or what's moved, but you can see the whole window seems to be out the frame as well. So okay, so what I'd say is the window frame sat on there, and then the actual wood that it would have sat in has maybe collapsed in, and then it's popped that out, which maybe the corner that's just nicked and it's just and broke up, because you can see that's actually out. Look, that's actually fell out the window frame. You wouldn't do that smashing it or anything, doing it intentionally. So I think that's what's happened. But I mean, you can see, look at that. I'm trying to be safe. look at that. That is an original window pane. That's, all the windows would have been boarded up. The windows have just rotten away and then collapsed on what was on below them. Like that there may have even been upstairs originally. And then the window's just slidden into that position. It's broke the corner off and then it's just stuck there. I mean, that's mad. I've never seen anything like that. That is, it's on. It's actually that whole weight of glass is on that one telephone wire or whatever that wire is, and there's actually bricks there which have collapsed from above what is being held on that wire. I mean, that all that there you see there is about to drop. You could literally throw a little stick at that and that would all come down. That is mad. See, it is a lot better when you come in after winter. You can access so much more. Last time I was here I had shorts on and I was just getting stung. It was overgrown. That tree's massive. How big that is. I bet that tree there is listed, or at least if someone took over this land that would become listed. That is a nice tree, that. There would have been outside toilets originally. Here's that car still. A few guys actually commented on the last video as to what this was. I can't remember what they said now because there was a few different opinions, but seemed quite good knowledge, so I think that was probably right. And if I can try and if I can find any more evidence as to what it may be. So the battery would have been here by the look of it. I don't know. I can't really give you much. There's not really any markings on it. It was obviously twin carbed or something. But yeah, it's still here, so we'll go and have a look in the garage. Doesn't help at all. I'm not going back in there. Okay, it's such a beautiful place though, originally. I like it. It's a shame. Great land as well, beautiful location. So we come back to the garage, which you guys probably remember the car. It was quite an iconic thing from the last video. I've got my light this time, so I don't think that was open like that last time. Papers definitely wasn't like that. I'll reference the date again just because we're here. August the 4th 1975 was obviously when that paper was printed. Yeah, there is. You can get upstairs from that ladder there. Go around the back of it, you can get upstairs. It's a perfect example of people don't actually look at the bigger picture, but just don't go up above me, Mo, in case you come down on top of me. So, I don't know if it's open. How do you even open it? It's not like a... Oh, it's the old school style where you push the thing in. It's locked. Have you opened it? Locked, mate. Well, okay. Well, I'll try and put you against the glass. I've got this on the last video anyway, but I'm re-showing you just to see what's changed. So obviously it's quite... There's a lot been moved around in here. People have been writing on the bonnet of that.
That's a key thing.
Yeah. There's some stuff been moved around. The car though, great little car. I know that was rubbish for the day, but still quite in good nick. It's quite it's quite together. So few people referenced speeding through the shelves last time. and they couldn't take it all in. So this time I'll go. You are. I'll go a little bit slower. I didn't think I'd ever be back here, to be honest, but yeah, the good thing about coming back sometimes, like anything, you see stuff the second time that you missed the first time, or the third time, depends on how many times you come back. So it's quite good to revisit sites sometimes. Like that's an old iron. I didn't see that last time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I mentioned this one last time. I like this barrel. It's like a old beer barrel or something. It's got the tap on and all the writing. I thought that was quite cool. This car here is pretty much completely unrecognisable now. Can't remember what it was like last time, but you can see the chassis legs there under the ground, and the back axle, that hump. So that has literally just been taken over. And then this is from the other side. This is the world's safest ladder. There's quite a lot of stuff up here. I'm not going to go in, there's no point, it's just all boxes and junk. There's already been enough people shuffling around in there. So, just leave you with the front of this car. There we go. Right, so that's the end of this one. Just another quick revisit video just to see what the current state is and what's changed. So, not much has changed on this one, but it's always good to come back in different parts of the year. So, hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for the next one. I'll see you next time.